Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Friday, the 12th day of June. Here we go. So today we're going to talk about how it's a mitzvah to respect your parents. Now, don't tune out and say, "Oh, that's so boring. I know all about that, and it's one of the Ten Commandments, and we're done." Well, okay, but some more things that you may not keep in the front focus of your thinking all the time. First of all, let's remember that the reward is long life. Okay, that's what it says clearly. L'man yarichon yomecha, in order that your life should be lengthened. More things to add. Hashem's presence in our midst is the reward that's given to us. Hashem will be present, strongly felt in the presence of our life if we are respecting our parents, and that's said clearly by the Gemara in Kedushin on Daf Lamed. This one, you probably did not know. It could actually just blow you away, this fact, but the Meiri there in that discussion in Kedushin on Daf Lamed says that honoring your parents is in some ways bigger than the mitzvah of honoring Hashem. That's an enormous, enormous fact, and that's what the Meiri says, because honoring Hashem is, I don't have to tell you how important that is, and he says that honoring your parents is in some ways more important than that. Okay, so that's enormous right there, that fact. Also, be very, very careful with it because it's very, very hard to keep this mitzvah. You may find that, let's say, keeping the laws of kosher is kind of simple. At least the basic laws of kosher are simple. We may here and there end up having something go in our mouth that we don't realize isn't kosher, but the basics of kosher laws are, if we have proper kosher supervision and we're buying only from proper kosher supervision, then you could get, pretty good at keeping the laws of kosher all the time. But respecting your parents to the fullest all the time, that is very, very hard. Because if they ask you to go get something and you get it, but I don't know, you didn't do it with enough zeal, or you didn't do it, you have to wait till you were asked, or there's so many reasons or factors that could make it that you're not doing as great as you think on the mitzvah of honoring your parents. Be extra diligent to be careful with it, because otherwise there could be downfalls in not keeping it properly all the time. It's based on Hakara Satov, according to a lot of the Mefarshim, because Hakara Satov means, the recognition of good. Your parents brought you into this world, so while you share this world with your parents and share life with them, it would be perfect for you to be respecting them by thanking them and giving them everything that they ask for, because they are the ones who brought you into your world. And here's where it becomes so important, and why we call it as important or more important than honoring Hashem, because if you can't get the proper balance of learning how to respect your parents, then how would you actually come to the respect of the parent of all parents, the creator of the universe? If you can't get it straight to even be nice and kind and thankful to the ones who brought you into this world, so how are you going to be amazing at the mitzvah of respecting the entity that created the entire universe if even the ones who brought you directly into the universe, into this world, you're not respecting? So it's a stepping stone. If you can get kibbud avayim properly done, then you'll be much, much more apt to be able to be good at the mitzvah of respecting God. The Chazon Ish says that especially when Bein Hazmanim comes for yeshiva bachrim, who they've been learning Torah all the time, and they've been sequestered at their yeshiva with probably less opportunity to do the mitzvah of kibbud avayim because they've been learning Torah. And then they come home and they just dump their laundry on mom and sleep in the afternoon and don't help around the house. He said to be very, very, very watchful of not slipping, God forbid, to that, because the whole point of our Torah is to make us better people. And if we are good learners, but then we come home and then we're around our parents, it's not translating into proper kibbud avayim, then it's like a big chunk of what we are supposed to be accomplishing with our learning is not happening. And we're now, probably tomorrow, going to go with this into the interesting topic of there are people out there in our generation today who will refer to their parents by their name instead of calling them mom, and what are the halachas with regards to that, and how does that fall into the category of kibbud avayim? Stay tuned for that after Shabbos. Thanks for logging on. Log on again after Shabbos for more. Bye-bye.